Hello, my classy people. It is Saturday. It is Derby Day. The race is over. I want to give strong congratulations to Kenny McPeak and the connections of Mystic Dan. What a great, fantastic race that they end up winning. I personally, I was totally wrong. I did not think that they had a chance to beat Fierceness. I did. And I was totally wrong. So let me say that right off the bat. But I do want to give congratulations out to Kenny McPeak, McPeak Consulting Firm, for sure. What a great race and a heartbreaker for Chad Brown, and Mystic and Sierra Leone for sure ran a beautiful race. And of course, the Japanese ran third with Forever Young. But Fierceness, I'm very disappointed in his effort. But I did not think that they would could beat that horse. But that's why we play the game. And hey, you know what? You have pie and on your face when you make these calls. And I was just totally wrong on this. But again, a big shout out the post Derby review. I thought the race went pretty quick. I didn't think that Johnny should have went to the front. I thought he should sit behind the speed, but he chose to go to the front. Okay, that's how the game is played. And again, for me, my top pick was number 17. Did not run the way that I expected him to run. And of course, off the board. So again, to all of our community members out there, and I know a lot of us love Mystic Dan in our community. So again, a shout out to all those community members. I tip my hat to you. I'm glad that, you folks hopefully you made some money. And of course, right? But that's why we play the game. So again, the race went pretty quick up front. Of course, Mystic Dan set a beautiful trip with a beautiful ride. And Sierra Leone ran a beautiful race. And just by inches lost the race. And it's just brutal. It's just a brutal, thing, a loss for Chad Brown and his company and his connections for sure. But overall, we had a great time. I'm down on the Jersey Shore. It's Saturday night. I'm under the lights. I'm going to go out and disco dancing. I made a couple wagers early. I hit a couple pick threes. But overall, it was a tremendous weekend. So I want to thank each and every one of you for all of your support, your love that you poured out with our tip sheets and with watching our videos over the last 3 or 4 weeks for sure, leading up to the Derby. And the only question now is, as soon as the Derby's over for all of us, is who's going to win the Derby next year, right? That's what makes our game so beautiful. Why? Because, right, listen, we always want to know who's going to be the next one, right? And that's what we build up to as racing fans. Just embrace it. We love the entertainment. We do this for fun. And, of course, we respect each other's opinion. But a shout out to all of our community members. There's quite a few. They love Mystic Dan. And again, I tip my hat to them. Your Speed King was totally wrong here. I was wrong. I mean, look, hey, I'll take it on the chin. I thought Fierceness would stomp these horses. I really did. But I was wrong. So I'll eat the pie. I'm wrong. But I do want to celebrate all the people. And I know it's quite a few in our community that love Mystic Dan in this position. So a shout out to Kenny McPeak, his connections. I have a weakness for Kenny McPeak, but I didn't see Mystic Dan. And I know the track had some moisture in it, and I knew this horse would move up on an off track, but the track really wasn't off. Big race, big time, and that's why we play the game. That's why we run the race. Not on paper. No, he didn't. Not on paper, but on the racetrack. So again, big shout out. That's your post review. The Japanese horses ran well, of course. Sierra Leone, what a heartbreak for Chad Brown and company. They'll be reliving this over and over. It's literally by a nostril, one way or the other. But that's the way the chip falls. The Speed King, they smoked me today. I was so wrong about Fierceness. Thought he was the best horse in the race. Apparently, others had something to say, none being bigger than Mystic Dan and Sierra Leone. Man, what a serious racehorse. Ran a beautiful, beautiful race. And Forever Young didn't disgrace. Very, very disappointing in Fierceness for sure. Maybe this horse had bounced back in the future. We would have to find out. But we'll move on to the Preakness and we'll start to talk. Can Mystic Dan win the Triple Crown? Let's see. Once again, shout out to all those classy, classy people. And it's a lot of them in this community that love Mystic Dan. Your Speed King was wrong. And I'm the first to admit this. I did not think that they had a shot in the heck to beat Fierceness. I was dead wrong. For sure. Stay classy, y'all. I'm down on the Jersey Shore. It's Saturday night. It's Derby. I'm not done yet. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to put some clothes on. And I'm going to go down and disco dance. Y'all know how I do it. But I do wanted to do a post video on the Derby and say, again, to Kenny McPeak and their connections. What a fine, fine job that Kenny McPeak has done with Mystic Dan. And to all of his backers, a lot of them in our community, they got paid. And I'm very, very happy for them. And I can't say this enough. Me, I was totally wrong. You couldn't have convinced me that Fierceness wasn't going to beat this field. But your Speed King was wrong. That's what we do. We keep it respectful. We keep it classy. And when we're wrong, we're wrong. And we're admitted. That's why we got the #1 community in all of YouTube when it comes to horse racing. Stay classy, y'all. Down on the Jersey Shore. Shout out once again to Kenny McPeak and McPeak Consulting Firm. See him in Maryland in 2 weeks. Thanks, y'all. Talk to y'all real soon. Much respect, much love. Keep it classy. All that you do. My name is Wayne Baldwin. I'm the Speed King. I couldn't have been more wrong about this year's Kentucky Derby. Fierceness did not perform the way that I expected him to. I was truly, truly wrong in this one. Stay classy, y'all.